Sales funnel optimization can be a time-consuming and frustrating process if you don't know what you're looking for. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to do while you're optimizing your sales funnel and what order to do it in so you can get through it faster and as efficiently as possible. Okay, first thing right off the bat, you're going to want to start with your landing page for your sales funnel. And really what that starts with is your traffic and your click-through rates. When we start trying to optimize our sales funnels, we kind of forget that the traffic coming in and how they got to the sales funnel also influences how they go through the sales funnel. So you want to make sure that your traffic sources and your click-through rates are kind of lining up with your sales funnel before people are even getting there. If your ad copy or whatever traffic source you're using doesn't really match up with what you're saying on your sales funnel, it's going to throw off how people are responding in your sales funnel and what actions they do and don't take. So the first thing you need to look at, you need to look at your click-through rates. Are people actually clicking through on your ads? If they're not, you kind of need to take a step back. Is it just a few ads they aren't and like one ad they are? Or what is it? Because you need to make sure your ad copy isn't the problem. You need to decide, is my ad copy bad? Or do people just not want this product? Do they not have this problem that I'm solving? Start there. It'll save you a ton of trouble because a lot of times it's just the messaging in your ad and the way you're saying things doesn't quite fit the way people are thinking about it. And so they aren't really clicking to get through to your sales funnel. So if no one's seeing your sales funnel, that's why it's not converting. So make sure you're going through your ads first to see where things are getting screwed up. If people are clicking through, you still need to see and make sure that what you're saying in the ad matches what like your headline and your copy and your sales page say. Because I've seen people where this gets just a little bit mismatched and it completely misses. People aren't converting because it doesn't match up and it doesn't fit their brain on what they're expecting to see when they get to that page. Now that you've figured out, okay, your ads are good, you kind of want to look at your headline on your landing page. Does it fit what your lead magnet's about? Is it actually calling out a problem that people have? The headline is one of the most important parts of the page, whether it's a landing page or a sales page. So you need to make sure your headline is fitting everything well. One thing you can do with your headline to improve your opt-in rates is add a little bit more curiosity. Sometimes we just get so specific in our headlines that it kind of makes people not want to opt in, if that makes sense. Really what the headline is going to come down to is a lot of testing and tweaking, unfortunately. Even the best copywriters in the world don't nail their headlines right off the bat. So being open to testing a few different headlines, seeing which one works. Even if you've been in your niche for a while, sometimes that almost works against you because you think everything is this way and maybe just a slight change in the wording will actually work better to your customers now. So always be testing that a little bit. The last thing on your landing page to mess with is your lead magnet. So you want to start with your lead magnet's title. And I put this at this point in the process just because it's so much more time consuming to change your lead magnet's title than everything else. But your lead magnet's title really is a headline. It's another headline on your page. So you want to nail this. This can get tweaked a little bit, but really you want to put more thought of this if you're going to change it at all, just because it's going to take extra work and you have to change how everything's labeled and all of your images later. And the last resort on your landing page is to change your lead magnet's topic. Again, a lot of pain, but if you've tested everything else and nothing is working, then this is going to be the point you're going to get to where you're just like, hey, the lead magnet's not working. Luckily, for most people, this is never the problem. Normally, your lead magnet doesn't need to be changed at all. Everything else will fix it. But this is that next step where if you've tried changing your ads, you've tried changing your headline, you've got good click-through rates, people are getting to the landing page, they just don't want your lead magnet. It's a problem, but inevitably it may be where you have to go. Okay, got the landing page figured out. The landing page is getting opt-ins, people are coming in, they're clicking through, they're opting in, now they're hitting your sales page. First thing on your sales page you need to mess with, again, headline. Like I said before, one of the most important parts. It's what sells people on reading the rest. So people are going to see that up front, and it's going to tell them whether they're going to want to read the rest of that page. What makes this different on this sales page is you need to acknowledge that people already took action. So you're going to have your landing page, people are going to opt in here, and then they're going to go to your sales page. On your sales page, if you don't acknowledge that they took that action first, people just get confused. They don't know if they're in the right spot, if they got linked over to something scammy. They're like, I don't know what's going on. They're getting ready to run. So you just need to acknowledge it quick, like, hey, thank you for requesting X report. Should be in your email in 7 to 10 minutes. Something as short as that. And then you can say, while you're here and waiting, I've got this great offer I want to share with you. Goes into your sales page. That's all it takes. Just something to let them know, hey, I'm in the right place. I didn't get linked over to something. It wasn't the wrong link. It's not some scam. I'm in the right place on where I need to be. And normally, so I'll put that like, hey, thanks for opting in, or thanks for requesting the thing. I'll put it at the top, make it big and legible, and make it a bright color that doesn't go with the rest of the page. I'll do just like a bright orange or red. It's going to grab people's attention at the top. They're going to see it, and then they'll understand what the rest of the sales page is just an offer that goes with what they requested. Now, like I said before, if you're really trying to optimize this and nail it down, you're always going to have to be testing headlines. But those are some ones that you can start with. The next thing on your sales page is sales copy. Now, I'm going to glaze over this, but you can go a mile deep into this. Your sales copy is literally just what's selling people. It's your little salesman in print on your page. There's 3 things that cause people to buy: emotion, logic, and fear. And fear kind of falls under scarcity or urgency. So most people are emotional buyers. If you give them the right emotion, they'll pull their credit card out and buy. So what this looks like is explaining what the emotions are going to feel once they get the benefits from the product. Normally that's enough. It's just going to push people over the edge. They're going to buy. Some people might agree with the emotional appeal, but they need some more logic, and they're going to think about it more. So then your sales page should be your emotion, your logic, and then your urgency. So once you've gone through the emotion, you come into the logic. The logic is the benefits they're going to receive from the features of your product. Really, once you get that nailed in, you're going to reel in all of your logical buyers. What's going on in their mind is they're trying to come up with logical reasons not to buy, but if you can show them logical reasons to justify the purchase, they're in. Not only does it sell them, but it gives them ammo for when people are questioning their purchase. They're like, well, look at this logical reason why I bought. That's what they need. Then finally, there's the people that just always need a reason to act right now. A lot of times they're just going to drag their feet, and if you don't give them an urgent reason, they're like, I'll get to it later. They're never going to get to it. So this is what you put at the end of your sales page. Maybe it's that you're only letting the first 100 people in, or maybe they have to buy within the next 3 days, or they miss out on a great bonus. Or maybe you have a coaching program and you close it down every quarter. So you only bring people in 4 times a year. That's going to get them, it's going to push them over the edge, give them a reason to act right now and buy. Make sure your sales page has some version of these elements, and it's really going to improve your conversion rates. Before we go over the biggest lever to exploding your revenue, do yourself a favor, drop down in the description, grab yourself a copy of my Sales Funnel Mastery Quick Start Guide. It's going to show you everything you need to use sales funnels to grow your business into the future. Also, if you found this video useful, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, go down and like it. And if you want to get more useful videos like this in the future, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay, finally, this is where the big bucks are. The upsells, your one-time offer. Again, we're starting with the headline. This one's a little bit different. So at this point, they've gone through your sales page, and if they're seeing this page, they've already bought from you. So what you need to do right at the beginning is keep the buying loop open in the person's mind. One mistake a lot of people make is they say, hey, thanks for your purchase. and then they try and sell them the upsell. When you say thanks for your purchase, in their mind, the buying process is over. They solved the problem, they're done buying. Whatever you're saying now, throw it out the window. They don't care about it. So what you need to say is something along the lines of, wait, your order's not complete, or wait, we need to finish customizing your order, something like that at the top, usually in a big, bold kind of like headline and a color that stands out. It's gonna grab their attention right at the top of the page and let them know like, hey, you're not done. Another thing I like to throw up there is a progress bar. Have it 70, 80% of the way filled. Show them that they're mostly done with the buying process, but they aren't finished. Their order's not done. This just keeps them open to buying more things in their mind. Don't know why people need that, but that's just part of buyer psychology. The last part of your upsell, you need to make sure it's a good match with the product they already bought. So there's two big mistakes people make. They either, one, try and solve the exact same problem, or two, have an upsell that's completely unrelated to the first product. So having an upsell that's completely unrelated, that's pretty self-explanatory. Like, so if you sold them like a supplement for weight loss, and then this upsell is like a wax to polish their car, they're just gonna look at it and just be like, what? That doesn't make any sense. The other thing is giving them something that solves the same problem they already solved. So when they bought that first product, in their mind, they were like, hey, problem solved, done, right? So if you have this other product, they're like, well, why do I need this? I already solved this problem with the first product. It just really throws them off. There is an instance where you can get away with that, and it's normally e-commerce. So if you have a product that people buy multiple things of, so an example, fishing lures. People will buy 5 of the same fishing lure all day, every day. They lose them, get snagged while they're fishing, whatever. So just offer, hey, do you want a backup lure? You can get away with that. Another thing is supplements. So they know they're gonna run out. They ordered a 30-day supply. You can offer them, hey, do you want to add an extra 60-day supply for 45% off? You can get away with those just because people use multiple. But info products, anything like that, you can't do the same thing because they're like, I already solved that problem with the first product. So here's what you do instead. I learned this from Russell Brunson, and it's genius. So you have 2 options. You can tell them how to get the result they wanted from the first product, get that result faster, or get a bigger version of that result. So here's what I mean. An example might be, we'll go back to that weight loss. If they had a weight loss workout plan that they bought, the upsell might be a supplement that helps them reach their weight loss goals faster. So instead of losing 10 pounds in 8 weeks, they can lose 10 pounds in 5 weeks. That might be worth it for somebody. So that's an example of getting them the result faster. An example of getting a bigger result might be if you sold them a gardening kit, the upsell might be a special fertilizer that'll make their tomatoes grow twice as big. I don't know, something like that. So you can see how that, it's not changing it's not saying like, hey, we're gonna solve the same problem that your original product solved. It's just that we're gonna take that, we're gonna solve that problem, but do it better. We're gonna make it bigger, make it faster, something along those lines. Those are the 2 ways to make sure your upsells fit very well with your original product. Bonus section, throwing this in here for you. Email follow-up. You always need to have email follow-up on your sales funnel. So if someone opted in but didn't buy, you can remind them about it. And sometimes that can up to double your sales. There's sales funnels where just that follow-up sequence reminder will take someone who opted in but didn't purchase and get them to purchase, and that can double your sales. So always having an email follow-up is crucial. This is what you need to do though. You need to come up with a reason to email them so it doesn't just seem like you're bugging them. For example, you could have a bonus that expires 24 hours after they hit the page. So then you send them their lead magnet and say like, hey, don't forget about that bonus. The offer and the bonus is gonna expire. And then 12 hours before the offer expires, you can remind them. And then 6 hours before it expires, remind them again with a little more urgency. And then 4 hours, and then maybe 2. And then what you can do is be like, hey, you missed out. So now they know you're serious when you have offers that are expiring or bonuses that are expiring. Now they know, gotta take action. There you have it. There is a ton of ways to improve your conversion rates on your sales funnel. Don't forget, if you want to learn how to use sales funnels to grow your business even more, go down in the description, grab your free copy of the Sales Funnel Mastery Quick Start Guide. And like I said before, if you got any value out of this video, make sure to go down, like it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.